a butterfly's wings can start a hurricane, one man's voice can start a worldwide revolution without a shot fired. Terry Nichols, February 10th, 2010. That is the prefaces that I use every day in my daily living. If a butterfly's wings can start a hurricane, if something as simple movement can start a great reaction, then one man's voice can change a world's thought process. And that's what my journey and my vision is. I started out as a young man believing I was a fourth generation Irish American. Grew up later in life to find out that I'm a Native American Chickamauga. Very proud to be a Native American. Standing behind me in a very big chair is a great American and a visionary on equal rights and for the equality of all people. In a very special speech he started out 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth to this nation an idea, a concept, of total equality, free religion for all. Looks good on paper, but it's not been lived out since the beginning of the time of the American Revolution. A great chief in the Native American once said, his name was Chief Tecumseh, to live your life that fear of death can never enter your heart. Great words to live by. Another great American stood on these steps behind me on August 28, 1963, 48 years ago, and said, I have a dream today. Well, that dream is still living. That dream is still not fulfilled. But the time for that dream to become reality is here today. Another great man who had a great movement and showed us how peace can change the world was a man called Mahatma Gandhi. And one of his famous quotes that I live by is, live simply so others can simply live. And that's what our change and that's where our future is headed. A great woman in our living amongst us right now in America. She has said and been quoted many times, children's talent to endure stems from their ignorance of alternatives. Maya Angelou, a great woman in American history and a living legend today. As growing up as a white person, as a white man, I saw my advantages to be that of a good education. I went out and I received a good education and 2 degrees in management and marketing. At the age of 46, my grandfather informed my brother that we weren't white boys. We were not white men per se. We were Native American. And it was a secret from my parents. My mother's side of the family, if you could, in the days of middle 20th century, if you could pass as a white person, you did so because you would then have the opportunities of other white people in the mainstream in America. It was very important. I was age 46 at that time, and up until that time, it's important to know that my soul and my heart and my physical being was not complete. There was always something missing. When I found out this bit of information, my whole soul and my body and my worth in this world became a reality. I felt whole for the first time in my time I can remember. From this, over 10 years, it took me to study up the Native American, about my roots and about my heritage and being a Native American. And part of coming to become a man is to go on a vision quest. I formulated a vision quest over 10 years. Through various reasons, still being in a white man's world, I needed to still become a viable part of the society in order to realize my vision and my journey in life. 10 years after finding out I was Native American, I went on a vision quest. And through that vision quest, I realized that my vision and my call from the ancestors is a great one. My call and my mission and my journey is this, to gather the peoples of the world together for world peace and to save this planet that we live on for the generations of the future. Through this, the organization Green Dot for Earth was born. After organizing the Green Dot for Earth, I thought it very necessary for me to find the people of my roots, of my ancestors, the Chickamauga. I found them and I joined that tribe. One morning I was awake, reading the newspaper, and a vision came to me, a very large gold horn. And on either side of that horn was a very large tapestry of ivy leaves. It was gorgeous. It only lasted a couple of seconds. But it was a notification to me that my journey was about to begin. So I sought out a person in the Native American culture that gives you your spirit name and tells you who you are, a firelighter. Her name was Jackie Red Woman, a great woman and a wonderful sister of mine. She brought me through the process of the ceremony of realizing who my spirit name is, which is in the Native American community is a very sacred event. But this name needs not to be closed to only a few people. It needs to be said to the world. I was called by the ancestors to be called Thunderbird Shadow Rider. That name is to be given to only one person, the person who will ride the great grandmother spider's web around the world and gather the people of the world. So my vision has become part of where we are today and part of the new generation of humanity that's coming. The grandmother spider, the spider is known to use its web to receive and to send communications, so it knows what's going on around its web. And the story of the great-grandmother spider, she once had a web clear around the world, so that she always knew what was going on and she could send information around the world. In this prophecy of the Shadow Rider, I'm to use grandmother spider's web in the World Wide Web to send in the information to gather the peoples of the world. We call that web the World Wide Web today. We are about to start a grand and great journey together to once again change how the human is going to take care of Mother Earth. We are going to do that by using our minds for intelligence and our hearts for decisions. And this synchronization between our minds and hearts is significant in that we will be more of a world citizen in the future. A world citizen looks like this. It's you and I, my brothers and sisters and relations around the world. All of us are world citizens. We'll no longer live in a world that has borders and you need passports to come and go. You will need a world where every person in this world is the same as any other person. No person will stand in front or behind any other person in the world. Our World Health Organizations will help all peoples of the world have health and be taken care of properly. We will live in a world where you do not need permission to go anywhere to work. You can just go there and work. We will live in a world where we make decisions to fly to other planets and other galaxies, but we will do so only if we do not hurt Mother Earth, or we don't kill people, or we don't use greed as a precipice for going there. This is a world that we can all gather. This is the world vision of creating the heart, mind, and the age of Aquarius, and the new age of the gathering of the peoples of the world. We would like this world to be able to do anything that it is capable of doing, but without the use and premise of using the word greed. Our charge and our vision and our work together, my brothers and sisters, is for the future. The Creator wants us to be one people again and use the principles that we were taught in the beginning of man before the Great Migration, when we were all one people. And that is to take care of ourselves, take care of our people, take care of all people. Love and think from the heart, and use your intelligence to help you make decisions, not to use your mind for greed.